go.
Is that where she's from?
No, but apparently she's tagged in Austin, Texas, so... Oh, shit. Oh, she been wearing something like that? Oh, damn.
36 minutes!
36 minutes. Look at that. That's something you want to wake up to see. Like, one minute. Now she got like to say, ah! Just did it.
What flag is
That's Irish.
that? Irish, yes.
Yeah, and then there's just like, oh yeah, don't mind it. She wears promiscuous ass shit.
Super inappropriate.
God damn. Raging boners. Alright. Give me a talk it.
Hey, yo.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Yo.
All good in the head?
Okay.
All
Let me
the
turn you up.
neighborhood? Always gotta be turned up.
I know, it's that
Turn
mic.
up, turn up, turn up.
Yeah, that's right. Alright. It's the microphone. Alright, quiet on set. Thank you for tuning on into Unfiltered Opinion. My name is Jacob, and to my left, I got my boy Kevin.
Hi.
And on tap today, we will be recapping the crazy race in the Western Conference, which NBA is blowing up right now.
True.
Now that March is here, you know what that means?
Madness.
Madness, and Warren Buffett is about to be showing the money. That's what's up. And Seattle is going back to Area 51, which brings me back to my childhood, which gets me super excited about it.
Should be interesting.
It'll be one hell of a season, even though we were starting on the IR train and the injury train, which is scary. So I don't want to start a hashtag, IR training 2018 for the Mariners, because I don't want it to happen. But let's get up to the first thing that we're talking about here on today, which it's starting to become quite a race right now over in the Western Conference between two people. And that's, I note just two people because all the other teams are so far back. They're just like maybe eating a little bit of dust, if they're even in that premise of it.
Yeah.
But right now, we have Golden State and the Houston Rockets, which the Houston Rockets, surprisingly, are number one in the Western Conference right now.
Yeah.
With 50 wins and 13 losses.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Whereas Golden State is a half game back right now. And does this change your opinion on, or I should just ask your opinion on the Western Conference? Do you think Houston actually has a chance of going further than Golden State as it sits right now in the playoffs? Or do you think it's just kind of a smoke show kind of thing?
Oh, they'll inevitably meet each other in the finals, in the Western Conference Finals. Sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be Golden State Houston unless some crazy shit happens, like James Harden gets injured or Steph and Kevin Durant get injured, something crazy. That's the only thing that's going to happen for them not to meet in the Western Conference Finals.
Really, the only way Golden State would make it there is if there was a giant plane crash or something of the sort.
Yeah.
And it's not two people getting injured. Remember that it's the whole team of juggernauts out there. But do you think when they do meet up in the playoffs, do you think Houston even has a chance to contend? Do you think they go 7? Do you think they go 5? How far do you think this goes? Or they go 4 and out?
No, I definitely think Houston will win at least one. I would predict 6 games if I was a betting man. But I still think Golden State will end up winning.
Okay.
But not that Houston hasn't been incredible. Like they've shown a great regular season. They've gotten the right pieces together. Now they have a solid defense and a fucking juggernaut offense. I mean, they're solid, but I don't know. When you get in the playoffs and you start to see Golden State actually try, it's a different team. They can kind of coast through the regular season and still win 60 games. It's fucking incredible.
Now, how many games are in an NBA season?
82.
82 games.
Yeah.
So we're looking at another 19 games. 19 games to finish out the season.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Houston, it would be a miracle if they continued a winning streak all the way through that? Because if the season ended right now and we go into the playoffs, do you think because of the Houston Rockets' 16-game win streak, do you think that would actually catapult them forward over Golden State because they are on that high?
No, I mean, at that level, those guys are all ridiculous professionals. Whether they're winning or losing, they have that same mindset. They're fucking killers, dude. They're crazy.
But you have to take that into consideration, though.
Oh, yeah,
if you're losing a lot, or if you lose a couple games, the ball isn't rolling. Right now, James Harden feels like he could go out there, point at half court, and drain it.
Oh,
easy.
Yeah, you fucking can.
Yeah. Now, do you think that if they win some more, and then they lose a couple going into the playoffs. Do you think that changes the momentum of the team because they're steamrolling at this moment?
As long as it's not like blowouts now, they'll be fine. I mean, if you lose a game by a couple points, that's nothing to really hang it, to get upset about. A couple different bounces and the game's completely different. But I mean, if they like last 5 games of the season are getting blown out by 25, 30, like shit like that, they'd probably be like, oh fuck, what are we gonna fix? But also the first round of the playoffs, they're most likely gonna take on a team that they can just fucking steamroll anyway. So
Kind of like that UConn women's basketball game. Did you see that?
Jesus Christ. Anytime UConn plays, it's stupid.
It was ridiculous. They were up like 45-5 after the first.
Yeah, have you seen their record like the last 5 years?
They're monstrous.
They don't fucking lose.
No, they don't.
Gino REM is a fucking gangster coach, apparently a gangster recruiter. I don't know. You
All
gotta
I do is
look at what prostitutes he's getting those girls because he's doing something to get those girls over there.
Thunder Down Under guys are coming down there every freaking day.
Something's going on because
See, you never hear about that though. You hear, okay, so men's basketball.
ain't no money over there. Unfortunately,
It is
there's not
sad.
as much money in the women's sports.
Well, like I remember when I was over at U of I, the women's basketball team was dominating.
Yeah.
They actually went to the March Madness of
Yeah.
women's basketball.
Yeah.
And it was not really, it wasn't popular. They weren't
Yeah.
getting people out to the games. But the men's, they weren't that good.
Yeah, but people went to the games.
People went to the games.
Yeah.
It was just the whole, I guess maybe dunking or a little bit faster pace.
Yeah.
But the women's basketball team was way more successful than the men's basketball team, but just couldn't get the people out there.
Yeah, it's because it's a different game. It's almost a different sport. I mean, the women are much more fundamental typically, and men, you're going to see a lot more athleticism and that type of stuff. So it's, I guess, more exciting in a way if you're just spectating. If you're really like a true fan of everything of basketball, it's fun to watch women play too.
Now, you think that there would be just this freak out of a basketball nation if there was a men's equivalent to UConn where they lost maybe one game or 2 games a year?
That would be nuts.
People would be losing their minds over it. But since it's over on the women's side, sadly it's not covered as much as
definitely.
it should
He
be.
wins like 100 games in a row and nobody that's just UConn doing UConn things. Like, Jesus, you realize how crazy that is? Like, that's fucking nuts.
Think about how much stress that is ridden on that though, because that was a wet fart, dude. Ew. That was fucking nasty. Like, you are expected to win every game. Now, if you lose a game, it's like, what the hell happened there? Why did you do that? Now, I wonder. That wasn't to your ass blowing up over there. Like, no, I don't smell anything right now. It could probably come up. But that'd be weird. It's almost like an Alabama football team. Like, they are expected to win.
Yeah, you're never expected
the championship.
Yeah.
Every year, and
or at least be in the championship.
And if they're not, then
it's a failed season.
They're getting yelled at.
Yeah.
That's so weird to think about because 98% of the teams out there would just be held up in high praise because they made it to that point.
Yeah, for even getting there.
Yeah.
But no, it's win or bust. Win or go home.
Yeah, that'd be quite the stress to be put on to have to win every game like the UConn's women. But they do it. They're just monsters out there.
It's just it's like a college team playing high school teams. Like, it's not fair. They're just so dominant, and it's not that they have the best 5 players. They have like the best 9 players in the country on their team. So it's like, to get beat, they have to be 9 of all of them have to just be having a terrible night, and like your team has to be having the best night of your life for it to ever even get close. Because you're not going to outcoach. I mean, realistically, you're most likely not going to outcoach Gino Ariema. I mean, he's a gangster coach too.
It's kind of like,
but it's crazy.
They're like the Golden State Warriors of.
Yeah, except they literally don't lose.
They don't lose.
Yeah.
And then coming back to the Western Conference right now, the closest team that is against these two, Golden State and Houston Rockets, is the Portland Trailblazers.
The Trailblazers are in third right now?
Yeah, Trailblazers are in third right now, with Damian Lillard just going off lately.
Jesus, the last 2 nights ago when he
scored 12.
He had 19 points in the fourth quarter, 12 points in a row. He was just fucking drilling
threes. It was threes, yeah.
He was just on fire.
He couldn't miss. And
they were deep as shit, too. too.
Yeah, exactly.
What in the hell?
They weren't on the line. They're right in between the half court and the arc. You know,
it's so crazy how basketball evolved. Like even before Steph started doing it, any shot that was more than a foot behind the 3-point line is like, what in the fuck are you doing? That is a terrible shot in basketball.
Yeah.
Now Steph pulls up from fucking 5 feet behind the line, and Damian Lillard can do it as well. I mean, there's not very many guys that can do it, but you're like, if he's open, that's a good shot. Like he's gonna hit it 40% of the time if he's wide open. Like that's pretty good statistically.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh my god.
That's better than Shaq at the free throw line.
Absolutely.
You know, so like if that's your statistics, you're doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so Portland's trying to make a run after it, but it's just so weird to see the gap in you know, the Western Conference where it is just there's 2 teams and then all of a sudden you got everyone else. But it is a race for, you know, you slip up a couple games in that back half, like you know, absolutely. 3rd and below, you could easily go out of contention of not being able to be in the playoffs.
It's serious now. At the end of the season, it's so close in those last, you know, 6 seeds. It's crazy. It could go any way.
Yeah, it'll be quite an interesting, you know, situation to see how it all plays out there.
Yeah.
Go have. I actually would like to see the Portland Trail Blazers go into it. You know, driving a lot over in Portland.
Oh yeah,
hey, it'll be good to see them.
I'm pretty confident they'll be in it. I mean, they won't make a deep run or anything, but they'll be a first round. They'll get tossed in the first round probably.
You know, it'll be interesting. When I was watching one of the college hoops games last week, and I know it's a very broad statement, but they had the fun games before the game of it all, and like some guy has to go, you know, some college kid has to shoot at half court and drains it, and he wins like $18,000 or whatever it was.
Oh, dope!
And the kid, the first one missed. They're like, oh no, you know, he was a little bit short, and then the next one they're like, oh, it's not gonna happen, and he banks it right in.
Oh.
He throws it right in the bank, and like everyone just starts mobbing him up the center, and like 2 Chainz I think was there or something of the sort.
No way.
Yeah, it was a bunch of like random rappers and stuff. Like this kid just went off, man. It was pretty impressive.
Was it a Duke game?
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy, and
That
people
is
just started
crazy.
flipping the fuck out. They're just, ah!
That's apparently a crazy stadium. I've never been there. Cameron Indoor.
Yeah, they weren't expecting that shot, and the kid just drains it. So, oh
It's
shit,
so
oh
awesome.
shit.
Win a bunch of money.
He just kind of like threw his hands up in the air, like, yeah, I do this on the regular.
Yeah, I've basically been practicing like for this for my whole life. Practicing for this moment.
Badass. That's a badass dude right there, man.
That's dope though.
Yeah.
Still not gonna pay for a semester of college.
No, it's not. You're gonna get half a semester, kid.
Yeah, dude, that shit's expensive.
You got lots of college to pay for.
For real.
That's why I went to U of I, man. That shit was maybe affordable.
Dropped out.
Yeah. I ain't going for my doctorates, I'll tell you that.
That's right.
Oh, shit. But if there is one way you can pay for college debt, if you are wondering, you know, and or whatever you want to get, your house or anything of the sorts, and there's just a couple steps you have to take. And it's very simple. It's very simple. It has to be March, which, hey, check one for us. Check one for us. Number 2, you have to work for one of Warren Buffett's companies.
Okay.
Which is pretty easy. I think he owns the entire world. So, you know,
Owns quite a bit of stuff.
anything you want. Anything you want. But here's where the challenge really comes into play here. He's thrown this out here. And you have to guess the perfect bracket. Not the perfect one all the way to the end now, where he was doing the $1 billion, which is the statistics of winning that are like
Worse
1
than
to
the
a
lottery.
gazillion or something of the sort.
It's crazy.
But this one, you actually have a chance. You actually have a chance on this one. And I'm going to read a quote from him. The company is going to award the prize for whoever goes the furthest. And if you get through the Sweet 16, you get $1 million a year for life.
Holy shit.
Which, if Creighton or Nebraska won, that would be $2 million for life. A year for life.
Well, he just because of one of those 2 schools?
Yeah, he has ties to those 2 areas or something of the sort.
Creighton or who?
Creighton or Nebraska.
Nebraska, okay. Oh yeah, he's from Nebraska, that makes sense.
So you can win $1 million for the rest of your life if you can guess
so nuts.
the perfect Sweet 16. You know, the odds of actually having that happen.
That's shitty. Still very shitty.
It's not bad though. But I'm going to give you for last year. But yes, last year was fucking bracket breakers everywhere. I remember there was like a 16 seed that went into
crazy.
You know, the Sweet 16 or the Final Four, if I remember correctly.
Sweet 16.
It was something crazy.
Yeah.
But last year, with all of that chaotic, you know, bracket breaking and all that stuff, 18 brackets, out of
Yeah.
Drum roll, please.
How many?
18.8 million completed
Jesus.
on ESPN. We're correct with the Sweet 16 correct.
Jesus.
18 brackets out of 18.8 million completed.
Jesus.
Now, no, probably 2 million of those were just, goof off ones that they're like, I'm going to pick the jersey colors.
Well,
Usually that happens.
Oh,
But
yeah, well, how many of those were the 18? Like,
that's
to
all.
pick some of those, the upsets that happened last year, I mean, some of those are just like throwing fucking darts.
Yeah.
It's like, what in the fuck?
There was some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's a chance, though. So all of you listening out there, if you want to do this, all you have to do, you already got one set up. It's March. It's ready for it.
That's right. Go work for Warren Buffett.
They go work for Warren Buffett. Quit your job and go work for Warren Buffett.
I'm gonna have to go to RC Willie.
There you go. See that you have a chance now. You can
There
throw
you
in your
go.
Sweet 16 bracket.
That's right.
You win that million for life, motherfucker. We
I'm
upgrade.
done. Yeah, for real. For real, we're gonna get a studio and shit.
Yeah, we ain't taking photos in a fucking Astro van. I'll tell you that.
No, we taking photos on a fucking jet.
Woo, shit. At that rate, you're just gonna wait another year and another million will come to you. So
That's right. That's fucking nuts.
that is crazy, and it shows
Baller.
how wealthy that dude is. It's like 82 billion or 83 billion dollars
Yeah,
that man owns.
he's very wealthy.
Yeah, so $1 million a year, Tim, and that's also kind of like a crazy thing to think about. Is like this man can give you $1 million a year,
Yeah, well,
and it doesn't even bother him.
Yeah, he's gonna give a fucking $1 billion.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just like, whatever.
That's
let me
nothing.
fill part of this company.
Yeah,
Like, I've got plenty more in the back.
Fuck
Like,
that
what
guy.
in the fuck?
yeah, exactly. But
That's-
also,
That's a dude though that's been like building forever and never spent a dollar. Like the dude lives in the same. He's purchased one house in his life. He's lived in the same house forever
Jesus.
since I think like 1970 something, and he's done like 2 renovations to it. And
Well, yeah, you can.
he was upset that he renovated because if he would have put that money into the market, it'd be worth like an extra $3 billion. And it was like a $40,000 renovation. Craziest fucking dude
Jesus,
ever.
man.
He's so simple.
Hey,
It's
some
amazing.
people got a knack for it, I guess, man.
Yeah, I mean, if the more simply you can live, the more you can afford later.
Well, it's very simple. That is a very simple statement, though.
Yeah.
Like, don't live above your means, and you'll
Yeah.
be fine. You can afford shit.
But that's not the way people live here.
Oh hell no!
Like I know.
I want a brand new microphone. I want to get another microphone.
Yeah,
I want all kinds of great things.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. If we can hold off for a while and build this up, we can buy fucking 30 though.
Exactly.
That's the goal right here.
Fuck that! I don't need 30. I just need 2, maybe 3. There we go.
We got different colors. Like Monday we'll rock the black ones. Tuesday blue ones.
That'd be pretty baller.
Yeah,
Hell
that just shows, man. If you fucking delay gratification, sometimes you can do some crazy shit and obviously be talented at what you do.
yeah. That's the most important thing.
He's
Is
a goddamn
being
wizard.
being talented at
He's
it.
a damn wizard.
Now, note. I also want there is a little asterisk to this whole thing too. Now,
Okay.
think the 18 brackets out of 18.8 million.
Mhm.
The odds are kind of against you.
Yeah,
Would you agree with me on that one?
I would definitely.
I don't know what the number is, but it's very, very
Yeah.
low.
Yeah.
But, and here's the big but that Sir Mix-a-Lot would be very proud of.
Mm.
One employee will win $100,000,
Guaranteed.
even if no one picks a bracket with a perfect Sweet 16.
No, nice.
So
What? See, he's still trying to help a little bit.
he's trying to help. Yeah,
Cool.
$100,000. I'll take it. Shit,
Bro,
that's a really good money. I mean,
absolutely.
yeah. So even if you don't even pick your bracket, you still have a chance.
Yeah,
still
you
have a
just
chance
have
to get this.
I'm guessing just the most wins, probably most correct guesses. I'm guessing is what he's doing.
I could see that, and then they put it in a raffle or something, and you spin it all up, and you can
Yeah.
be the winner.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I'd be so happy for someone. Get
Oh.
that perfect Sweet 16 and get $1 million for life.
Ooh, shit, that's better than the lottery right there.
Ooh.
That's a big lottery.
That's so awesome.
Now, who are you taking to win it all this year?
Duke.
Duke to win it all.
That's my team.
Okay.
Those are my boys.
All right. I'm
my dudes.
calling Gonzaga.
That's bold.
Zaga, why not, man?
That's a
They went pretty far last year. They took it further than I was expecting it.
Yeah, that's bold.
Hey, you got to live life on the edge, man. That's what it is.
It's true.
So I'll go with Spokane and see if them Zags can do it. Let's Zag Nation come together.
I watched them a couple years ago play. They were good. They were fun to watch.
Well, no shit. They went pretty damn far in the
I
tournament.
think- yeah, I think they were Elite 8 that year. Yeah.
Yeah,
They killed it.
You got to be pretty talented to make it that far.
Oh yeah. All the cards have to fall your way.
Oh yeah, it'll be interesting when the bracket breaks all out here, which that should be coming out here in like 3 days, 4 days, or something of the sort.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
yeah, that's going to be a fun time. We will be throwing up our brackets.
I think this Sunday is Selection Sunday, isn't it?
Yes, and I think they're doing something different. They're not like waiting it out. Like you just like get everything dumped on you right at the front, if I remember, something like that.
Ooh.
I'd have to double check on that, but ESPN was talking more about how they're going to be changing the announcements
That's
on who makes it on in. So should be
Excited to
interesting.
see that.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens all of there. So we'll have to definitely we'll build up a bracket. If anyone is interested in joining, let us know. We would love to have you in the
ESPN
competition.
league?
Yeah, a little ESPN league.
Gangster.
Why not?
That'd be gangster.
Yeah, you won't win
Unfiltered bracket.
Yeah, unfiltered. And you will not win $1 million a year for life. So don't even get that fucking idea. We could barely even afford it. So I can get you top ramen.
We might get
One
you-
top ramen
maybe
packet a year
we'll-
for life.
Maybe we'll get like one shirt. We'll make an unfiltered opinion shirt. Someone will win.
There you go.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fun.
I'm down with that.
All right, we'll see if we can't design something. This is coming from the same people that we don't have anything under control. We do this all on a whim, no notes.
What?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I've been thinking about this shit all day.
And I woke up like 30 minutes ago, so I guess I've been thinking about it all day. You're welcome.
It's been a successful day so far.
It's been a lot going on.
I
So
didn't pee my pants yet today, so that's good.
That's impressive. Now that we have video going on here, which there'll be more of, you will realize how much Kevin has to go take a piss every freaking 20 minutes. He's a kid. He's a kid every time. Like I've traveled with people, and once we stop at a gas station. It's the biggest pet peeve for me. What the fuck are you doing, man? Just throwing out that money.
Pandering to the audience.
Yes, there we
Someone's
go.
watching. We throwing them dollars.
Throwing them dollars. I mean, I can't stand it. Like, you go to the gas station riding with someone, and they're like, hey, you gotta go to the bathroom. And they're like, no, I'm fine. It's totally good. Like, 20 minutes later, you're driving, and they're like, oh,
I gotta
I
take
gotta
a
do
piss.
this. No. You had your one chance to take a piss. Like, that's it. Like, you're gonna piss your pants.
Piss in the bottle, bruh.
Yeah, exactly. Get your shit
Man.
together.
Yeah, pull out that little wing dang and get it in.
Exactly.
Put it in the bottle. Dude,
Uh,
I drink, especially if we're doing this in the morning. I go to the gym and I usually drink about half gallon of water before noon. Like I'm fucking down in some water.
ah,
So my bladder gets a little full,
fuck that,
I
man.
pee a little bit.
Yeah, I understand.
It's like crystal clear, like you can see through it.
It's the worst, man. I've gone through those stages in life, like the working out phase, and it's not fun. You always have to search for the bathroom, It's like those
Yeah.
stupid ass commercials, like always looking for where the bathroom is. Yes, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Do you have IBS? Irritable bowel syndrome?
Exactly.
No, I just have to pee, man.
Man, stop judging me.
Yeah, and if you hold it, it hurts.
It does, man. It stings.
Like I gotta pee again, but I'm gonna hold it.
Oh wow!
Take one
We're like
for the
maybe
team.
20 minutes into this thing, and he's already needing to take another piss.
Dude, I drank a lot of water this morning.
God, I have caught myself watching the news lately a little bit more than
What's
I
wrong
know.
with you?
Yeah, I know, man. Now that I got a job, I'm growing up, doing all this stuff. But I've learned that the news, they always make the most ridiculous stories, man. It's fucking crazy because like there was one. It was like, so the health benefits if you drink 6 cups of coffee a day.
Oh,
Stay
Jesus.
tuned. I'm like, who the fuck drinks 6 cups of coffee a day? That is amazing to me.
Recovering crack addict.
Exactly. Like
Jesus.
next up, the problems if you eat 20 empanadas in an hour. Like
Yeah.
okay, all right. Like, we really got to be specific on how many you have in an hour.
Jesus, like, what happens if you're taking 4 shots of pre-workout straight to the dome?
Oh, dude.
Like, your heart's gonna fucking explode.
That would be a very, very fast show of ours. We would get about an hour and a half of material condensed into like 2 minutes.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. That'd be probably pretty funny to do one time.
Yeah.
Take like 3 scoops of pre-workout, don't work out, give it about 30 minutes, and then do a podcast.
Yeah, I think you're trying to kill us, man. Like mine with the Edward 40 hands, we're just gonna get drunk and pass out. Yours is like, let's do something that's gonna amp our hearts up to rates that should not be up to, like
Yeah.
pumping at 210 or
And then
something.
as soon as we're done with the podcast, we'll have to like fucking run around the world.
Exactly. R&B.
Yeah. I feel great. I feel great. We're gonna be sitting here sweating bullets. Feet
What
are
the
just gonna
fuck?
be fucking. Then your neighbors below you are gonna definitely be coming up.
Yeah.
Guys, stop fucking moving your feet.
It's like a jackhammer up there just going to town.
Sorry guys, got a lot of energy. I'm a little amped.
Exactly. I'm gonna go hit 4,000 golf balls right now. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah, 10 minutes. I mean, that's all it takes. Hit 4,000.
Oh, yeah, it's totally easy. Yeah, God. Yeah, now that the weather's starting to come out now, it's a
Yeah.
wonderful experience to go out and go play golf. This is the old man of me, as I like to do.
I just can go hit a bucket. That's about all I can do.
Oh, you start to realize muscles you don't use on the
Yeah.
daily. You're like, this is Really, golf, it's not too difficult of a stroke. You're just, kind of pivoting and swinging through it. But if you do that 30 times, apparently your body just fucking hurts. Like, I am sore today, and it's been 2 days. Oh, yeah, backs, arms, everything.
Yeah, I just, golfing's not my thing, I suck.
Man, you start out sucking, and then you continue to suck. That's really the game of golf. And then you hope to one day it'll just kind of clicks, and then you suck less.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an expensive sport to be fucking pissed off all the time.
Oh, man. But then when you hit that one shot, it's like a crack addict gets one high. You're just like, oh, God, I got to come back for more.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just stick to the hitting buckets.
Yeah.
It's pretty embarrassing if I go on the actual course.
Dude, like Charlie Buckets from Willy Wonka?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the kid's name is Charlie Bucket.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a random fact for you.
Oh.
Now tell me that kid would have been a baller if he shot hoops. He'd be
That
like,
would-
yo, Charlie Bucket!
Yeah,
Drain.
Bucket!
We got buckets on the court. Get him up, point guard.
For days. Yeah, for real. Every time he gets introed, he'd have some kind of crazy cool Charlie Bucket. That'd be hilarious.
There's this video
Better
somewhere.
if he sucked.
Oh, he's just throwing up bricks all day. There's this one video of a guy, and I'll show it to you, and I'll see if we can find the clip. But he is doing a high school announcing, and he always brings he must have been a high school kid of sorts, but he announces these people whenever they come to the court, and it is so bad. But he screams the entire time. He's like, next up to the court, Brad Charleston.
That's hilarious.
It just distorts everywhere. And you can tell no one's excited because there's like 3 people in the crowd. They're like,
Oh, nice. Just a couple people.
And he does it for the entire team. He screams
Dude.
everyone's name.
His voice has to be rocked at the end. What if he announces? Does he announce for the whole game?
I don't know.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, just screaming. Yeah, we tried to change the game. Well, I found out. I know y'all wanted me there.
Oh, I gotta find that clip.
Oh, my throat just hurts even trying that one right now.
Well, come on, man. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to be like that one kid. Just freaking killing it. So, yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Basketball's been blowing up, and I'm excited to see March Madness come along.
It's my favorite time.
Oh
I
God,
fucking love it. I love going to it. I've been twice. Oh God, it's so good. I'm gonna go this year though. I'm very sad.
that's expensive.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It is not cheap.
Yeah, because I know they're having some of the games over here in Boise, right?
Yeah, first, second round. But like, the cheapest ticket I saw was like $280. I'm like, fuck
But
that.
how many games do you get out of that ticket?
So first and second round, you get 6,
Okay.
I believe. Yep, 6.
That's
You
not
get
too
6.
bad,
You
though.
get 4 one day and 2 the next day,
For
or 2 days later.
$200, $240.
Yeah. No, I mean it equates to pretty good, but it's.
But you're up in the nosebleeders.
Yeah, it's so fun. So you play like I went the first time I went. It was you're in the nosebleed. That's the worst part. The first and second round, the first time I went, and it was up in Seattle, and it was the Key.
Yeah, go to the Key Arena. Yeah.
So I went there. We were like 4 rows from the back, like we were way up. But it's such a cool environment. It's such a fun atmosphere. And the first day, it's fucking basketball all day long. 4 games. It's like one at like 11, one at 2. Then there's like a 3-hour break, and then like 6 and 9 or some shit.
Oh wow.
It is fucking gangster.
Okay.
It is so fun. And then they have the day off. So that was on. It's either Thursday and Saturday or Friday and Sunday. That was Thursday and Saturday. So Thursday we watched the 4 games. Friday we just kind of chilled in Seattle, went to like Pike's Place, that kind of shit.
Okay, yeah.
And then Saturday watched the other games. So obviously the winners of those games played each other. So then there was 2 games. And it was like 1 game at like 2, then a couple-hour break, and then the 1 game for the evening. It was so fucking baller.
Nice,
It was
man.
bananas.
Yeah, that would be a fun time.
So fun. And then the next year I went to the 3rd and 4th round. And so that was crazy too.
It was a real good team.
it
Not
started
messing
to get-
around.
started to get a little crazier. But
Where was that at? In Seattle?
no, that one was in LA. That
Oh,
was
okay.
Anaheim. That one was like 2 games one day and then 1 game 2 days later. So that was like 2 games on Friday and then 1 game on Sunday. So you still paid more, and you get to see less games. But I guess the thought is
The quality
you see-
teams.
Yeah, exactly. So I watched like Duke play Oregon. I watched some heaters, man.
You're seeing some history made.
Yeah, you're seeing some baller ass shit. Oh, I watched I already forgot his fucking name.
Was it okay? Wasn't a couple days ago? Was it Ranford, or that? I can't remember the name of the school. Like the kid just like drains it, like a freshman drains this 3-pointer from afar to win the game, to like win the tournament. Oh
I
God,
did not see that.
Ranford, I think it was.
Did not see that.
I'll have to pull it up for you, but yeah, it's the kid just like
Pretty baller.
freshman. Oh yeah, it's
Drills it.
2 seconds left, steps in, goes whoop, from
Atta
3,
boy.
drains it in, wins the game.
Strokes it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's such an exciting time. Just because you know.
but that's what you expected of those later games. That's not a later game.
Yeah.
I know you, but
Yeah.
like that's what you expect out of something like that, or if like the underdog story's coming along, they have someone to
Exactly.
root for.
Yeah. You always just see the craziest shit in March. Just the craziest shit happens.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's a good time of year, right before spring. Then soon daylight savings is going to be kicking up on us,
That's
man.
right.
Going to be stealing that hour back, which
Woo.
fucking sucks, man.
Woo, woo.
I can't be doing that. Can't be doing that, man.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of sad. Just daylight savings is kind of pointless.
It is. Arizona, parts of Arizona don't even do it.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me that thought that.
Nah, man, I don't have any reason why. Not many people farm as much as it once was. I think that was the main reason for daylight savings.
But
Was
it
just
still didn't make any goddamn sense.
I know it doesn't.
It's like, does it fucking matter what time it is? You're just fucking working.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter. Like, if you got to start an hour later, an hour earlier, it doesn't make a damn difference.
No, it makes a huge difference. You look at that clock. Have you ever woken up at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock? If you wake up at 7, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, I got that extra hour of sleep.
Oh, I feel better if I wake up at 6. Like, if I wake up at 7, I'm like, God, I'm such a piece of shit.
Oh God,
I'm
no.
not gonna get shit done
We
today.
got 2 different mentalities, man.
Dude, the worst is like if you actually sleep in. Like, one of my last days off, I didn't even set my alarm. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna actually sleep in. Woke up at like 9, and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna get anything done today. I'm a piece of shit.
Wow, that's your limit, 9 o'clock.
I can't sleep in. It's like against my, like I just can't. My body will physically not let me.
Oh.
I'll go to sleep at like 3, wake up at 9, and there's no way I can sleep a minute past that.
Dude, that's wrong for you, man. I could sleep for days.
Really?
Oh, dude. Well, like the tour life, like the tour schedule and stuff like that, you would go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
No, you'd be fucking drinking all night and stuff like that. And you'd go to bed and you'd wake up at 11 o'clock or noon.
Yeah.
That was just it.
10
Because
hours? Damn!
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you were tired, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
This weekend I went a little ham, and I, haven't drank like that in a long time. At least 6 months I have not drank to that stature.
Ooh,
And
got turned.
oh yeah, I went to bed at midnight. And
Got turned.
I made really good distance from that time I was drinking at like 7 till midnight. Those 5 hours were very solid work. But I passed out and I woke up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock that next day.
Attaboy.
And I woke up on a couch. I haven't slept on a couch in a minute. And like, fucking, I was all messed up. I was like, what the hell? Like, I had to go to IHOP, give me some food, man.
Where did that day go?
Oh, yeah, it was quick. And then usually when you drink to that point, you expect nothing but pain throughout the entire day because you're just fighting that hangover
Yeah.
phase. You're like, all right, I could throw up, I couldn't throw up. You kind of decide what you want to do on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a waste of an entire Sunday.
Yeah, see, I don't know, I can't do that.
Oh, God, it was amazing. I fucking just slept the rest of the day,
I
ate some
can't
food.
do that.
Yes, you can.
I
I
can't.
have faith in you.
I don't
Kevin.
want to do that. though.
That's what you should have said.
I take-
don't want to, but you can.
I take my days very seriously.
Oh,